Here's my workbook outline. And my note cards. Okay, so your parents always want what is best for you, just like when you have children, or if you already have children, you want what's best for them. An example would just be like when you have a new baby, obviously you want to put them in a car seat when you're leaving, and you just want to protect them at all costs. So some people believe that vaccinating your children is what is best, and some believe that vaccinating your children is not what's best. So we're kind of going to talk about both sides of that, but I will be telling you more about why vaccinating your children is important. So the first reason I believe this is because immunity protects us from diseases. The next one is that immunizations save time and money. And the last one is that immunizations protect future generations as well. So I've been getting vaccines since I was little. It's always something that my parents have done and felt like was very important. And I also have some cousins that don't get vaccinated, and I mean, you can tell the difference, just they like get sick more often, and so my parents have just always believed that's what's best, and so that's just kind of how I was raised, and I think it's really smart. And so to talk about a little bit more about the first reason is immunity protects us from disease. And so how that works is our immune system produces antibodies to fight the disease, and vaccines can they have like the same antigen that cause diseases, so the child gets protection from the vaccines without getting sick because it like builds up the antibodies for it. And so I think that's really important. If you get the vaccination, you can actually like build up your immune system without actually getting sick. And so the next point is that vaccines can save your family time and money. So here's just a little slide kind of thing, and it just talks about how if you get a disease that is like preventable by a vaccine, it can you won't obviously won't be able to go to school or work, and so then you can be out of work, which would cause you not to make money. Vaccines, if you don't get vaccinated and you get a disease, it can cause disabilities, which they can last, like the disabilities last like your whole life, obviously, and so you can have like long-term disability care that is very expensive also. So that's just kind of a little slide talking more about that. And there's a family from my hometown that we're good friends with, and they have a little boy who has a disability. It wasn't caused from a vaccine or anything, or from a sickness because he didn't get vaccinated, but I've just seen how much time and money it takes from them already. I mean, they have to go to like clinics like a couple hours away from home like every week and pay for physical therapy, and he also had to get a very expensive like wheelchair, and it's just costs them a lot of time and money. And so if you can get vaccinated so that it can prevent something happening like that, it'll save a lot of money and time. So the last reason that why you should vaccinate your children is because it will protect future generations. So it's been proven that vaccines have been reduced or even eliminated that were killing or severely disabling people generations ago. So an example of this is smallpox. So like a few generations ago, it was killing people. There was just outbreaks of it everywhere, but now it's not even really common at all. It's not really even a thing. So if you vaccinate your children now, diseases won't be around to harm like your future children. So since my mom vaccinated me, and since my whole family is vaccinated, there's a lesser chance that my children are going to get sick and future generations to come. Here's another kind of visual aid to show you. This is in the 1900s. That's all the diseases that were common, and it tells you what exactly, and smallpox and measles and mumps and everything. But this is now. This is the cases of them now. So as you can see, like, it shrinked a whole lot, and this just says that vaccines work and they're really smart. So that's just kind of good to look at how common they were and now how uncommon they are. So one argument that I saw a lot on when I was researching it is that vaccines cause autism. However, there's no scientific evidence to prove that, and it doesn't link them together at all. So I don't know, but I'm guessing that maybe someone just maybe had an experience where their child did get autism, and they were just maybe looking for something to pin it on or blame it on, and they maybe just linked vaccines to it, but there's really no scientific evidence those two things are linked together, so that's not a valid counterclaim. So just to recap, vaccinating really does save lives, and I hope we can all agree that it has many benefits, including protecting us from diseases, from building up our immune system, and saving us time and money, from not having to deal with long-term disability care and taking time away from work. And it can also protect future generations. So think about your kids and your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren, and it'll just reduce the chance of them getting sick also. So I would just like to encourage everyone to protect your children and get them vaccinated because it's not worth the risk.